Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Gaz919 here, and today I'm going to be talking about the 10 things I love about my Fiesta. Same rules apply as when I made the video of 10 things I hate. You know, it's going to be about factory sort of stuff, not any of the headlights or anything that I've modified. So let's get into this. So the first thing I want to address is these cars are extremely easy to work on. Like with the 1.25, I have found that they really are. Because I mean, the only real issue with this engine bay is the big lumpy plastic airbox on the top. As soon as that's off, everything's pretty much easy to access. If you need to change the belt, all you've got to do is remove a bit of plastic trims and you're there. And it's exactly the same with, well, you know, I'm not going to say oil changes and stuff like that, but the oil filter is in quite a good position. Underneath the engine, it just sticks out, it's right there. So it's so easy to do, and like I say, if something's wrong, it's so easy to fix it. Also, another thing I've noticed with this car is, I know many of you may disagree, but I think it looks more modern than what it should for its age. Like with the car manufacturers, they tend to make cars look, I don't know how they do it, but with old cars they make them look uglier as they age, and it's with this sort of era of car, they try and do that, but I don't know, I think it still looks somewhat modern. Like the styling of it for what it is. I mean, I've definitely tried to go for the modern look with the modifications. I know I said I wouldn't include that, but I mean, even with the stock sort of lights, they do look somewhat modern. The next thing I want to address is these cars, particularly the 1.25. Yes, it is ditch, you've probably noticed, but where it all matters is in the fuel tank, and this is amazing on fuel. £20 will easily take me 200 miles. And that's with putting my foot down a bit as well. Cruising on a motorway, it would, I dare even say maybe 250 miles, maybe close to 300. That's with motorway driving. But yeah, it's a really good on fuel and that, and especially when you service it regular, you know, you use a bit of fuel additives, even though in the manual they say don't use them, but it can't do any harm, so why not give it a go. The next thing is that I find these cars very fun to drive. They're fun little things, mainly because you don't know if you're going to die around the corner or make it out alive. You never know. You know, I mean, at the moment I'm slowly working on the handling. It's got all-round KYBs, which is just better than OEM apparently. It's OEM equivalent or just better. But it's a nice solid ride. The only thing letting this car down at the moment is tyres, but I think with a good set of Toyos on it, you know, this could be quite a flawless car to be fair, but you know, that's where it comes alive mostly, down the windy roads, because they're not too bad to be fair. They have improved this in the newer models, but it's still a fun little car to drive about. Now the next thing I want to talk about is the gearbox. It's quite a sturdy gearbox. The only issue is you do have stiff gears with these sometimes, but it's one of those things where no matter what car you get, it's going to have its little quirks. You're going to learn how to drive it. It's exactly the same with these things. Once you get past the annoyingness of the stiff gears, like sometimes because it doesn't have a synchro mesh on reverse, it struggles to go in. You know, it's just like second nature to put it in first, then reverse. So yeah, but all in all, it just feels like a nice rigid gearbox. It doesn't feel like it's going to knacker on you anytime soon. With their very small size, being a little city car, they're easy to manoeuvre, quite easy to manoeuvre. And I've had it a few times where you've been stuck in tight spaces, maybe someone's boxed you in or something and things like that. You know, you can just get out, because what these things were built for. You know, they wasn't really built for long distances. It's literally for your working class citizen to go to work and back every day. So the boot space, I've got a lot of junk in here, because you know, I'm a man who likes to always be prepared. So we've got our oil and all that, but this isn't a tour of the boot. This is, well, it is and it isn't. It's sort of just to show you that the boot space, for what it is, for a small 3-door, you know, it's quite decent. You know, say if you have a family and you want to go on holiday, you want to fit all the bags in. This will do you happily. And yeah, I've had it before. Of even when I've needed a replacement bumper. I mean, I know it's sort of exceeding the boot space, but I've dropped the seats and it's still fit in the car, like this whole bumper diagonally, and it's managed to have it in there. So it is one of those cars where it looks small on the outside and it's actually slightly bigger inside in the boot anyway. Another thing on the list is the parts for this car are dirt cheap. Whether you're the type of person who wants to go for the top brand of parts so it will last long, or you're the type of person where you think, you know what, I don't care, as long as the part goes on the car, it makes this function work. Either way, it's just cheap for what it is, like with the parts. And this ties in with the other thing that I said, where it's quite easy to work on the car. So yeah, you could quite easily go out, buy the parts and fit them yourself. It's quite simple. All you need to do is watch maybe a video online or something. You know, not to brag, but I've got my own videos down on the channel, so maybe check them out if you buy a Fiesta. But anyway, yeah, so that's number 8, I believe. I think it's number 8 or 7. I lose track of where we are. On to the next one. Now, the next thing I want to talk about, which is sort of an underrated feature in this car, is the dials. And I don't know if I call it a feature. You can't see them as well in the day, obviously, but I really do like the accent that it's got going off with the green around the edge and the red needle. And I think they've done something cool here, whether it be intentional or non-intentional. But with this red needle, it glows on the silver on the outside. So it's yeah, it sort of glows an area up as the needle's going around. Right, the final thing I want to talk about is for this car is the best thing about it, I think, and that's the insurance. It is insurance category 7, which, for those of you who don't know, the lower the number on insurance, the better. For example, Jake's Subaru is about 30 or 40 on the insurance group. So yeah, it still costs a bit to insure it because, you know, I still haven't been driving very long. But it's a nice first car. It's just a nice little run around, really, if you're looking for something cheap and to get you by for the time being. So yeah, that's another thing that I really do like about this car. And unfortunately, guys, that is it for this video. If you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for notifications on future uploads. I really hope you're enjoying the content. Please let me know how you feel about the content. You know, let me know if you're enjoying it, if you want to, I don't know, if you want to see more of Norman, if there's anything that's happened to your Fiesta, if you own one and you want to know how to fix it, let me know. I'll see what I can do. I'll see what advice I can give out. But yeah, apart from that, guys, till the next time, peace.
Wow.
For a map. So
sorry.